Hello traders, it's Tommy here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly indices, metals, Bitcoin forecast. So first is DAX, and as we see, last week we said about option for breakout of this small range. We said that if price decide to break resistance, then we go and still would we want to buy. If price breaks this support level, then we can look for short entries against main direction trade in the retracement, but we need to pay attention to 4-hour chart 36 EMA. As we see, price made scenario to go long and then retraced. Yeah, so we can quickly check if there was something or what price did in this area. And as we can see here, we had this range. Price broke it. We didn't get like a correct, like a classic 1 to 3 here, but lower time frames should give good opportunities there. So if we pay attention to the 15-minute chart, we see this was our range, and what we had really nice first 1 to 3 after range breakouts. Yeah, so this is what we can always do. Try first setup, then price started to range, but then went up. So our entry would be here, stop loss around 300 points, and price generally moved 15,000 points. So it's 5 to 1, but of course, if we manage this on the 15-minute chart, probably if we enter here and do you manage below the 36 EMA, we would be stopped out with this spike or with this retracement. But still, our risk reward was really nice because it was around 3 to 1, 3.5 to 1. Yeah. So this what we had. Of course, if we don't take first entries, then of course we can try to look for another entries on the 15-minute chart. We didn't get much here, but even if you, for example, okay, you missed this entry, then you see, okay, price is in the range. So what I can do, again, you look for the this area breakout. Yes, you can look again for the 15-minute, and to 15-minute we had here retracement to the 12 EMA. Yes, so it also would be winning trade, and probably there was also on the 5-minute chart setup. But let me just this was not good, so sorry for that. Let me just make the line and then we quickly check 5-minute time frame. So on the 5-minute chart, you see that we had this option here. Yes, first setup, then we hit another setup. Yes, entry stop loss. So you see there was if we have momentum, and then you can easily go to lower time frames and try to find entries. And always on the indices, we have really good risk reward in terms of trading on the lower time frames. Yeah. So what we can do right now, let's see higher time frames like always, and on the weekly chart we see that price is trying to make high right now, so we might see continuation. Let me just delete all the lines, it'll be much easier to see continuation, or this is like false breakout, and then we'll have this deeper retracement. Yes, first retracement might be to this support together with the 36, and then if price decide to go lower, then this is our next area of the support. But right now we don't have to bother with this because we are not sure yet. Yes, right now price we see went up. We had this first sign that price might at least retrace on the daily chart, and then of course after daily long 1 to 3, we can still look for options to buy. If we would like to find support levels on the daily chart, we will see that we have support area here, and then we have something around this area. Yeah, so those are the levels where price might to stop. We go to 4-hour chart, and what we have on the 4-hour chart, if we draw trend line, we will see that price right now is holding this line. Yes, so what we, together with this small support from the 4-hour chart here, as you see, but it's not important for us right now. This is our resistance. So right now we are in the situation where price might bounce here on the 4-hour chart trend line and will continue to go up to retest resistance, or will continue to make new highs, or after trendline breakout, we will have this deeper retracement to this support zone, or to the support zone. Yeah, so basically what we can do right now, we would like to see breakout of this area, and then we look for long entries or short entries. More aggressive traders, extreme scalpers, can wait because this is the safest way. But if you want to be really aggressive, then if you have retracement to this line, and you will see that price is pushing down, at this point you can also look for short entries, but your goal is this trend line. Okay, because if price breaks trend line, then you will have a really nice entry if we get momentum. So you can also do in this way, yes, but remember to achieve target around this area here. Okay, because what also can happen, that you will get this short 1 to 3 here, price will go a little bit and then decide to go up. Okay, so this is what we do right now. We wait for breakout of on the DAX. NASDAQ went up, yeah, so it's still pushing up. So of course, all long entries were okay after breakout of this trend line here. So basically, what we would like to get here, look for long entries. This was bounce on the 12, you see on the daily chart. So after drawing this line, long opportunities. So as you see on the 1 hour chart, we had this option to trade. Then you could try to look for another option here, and then of course retracement to the 12 and lower time frames as you if you like. Yes, so exactly the same story. If you have this price is not retracing, for example, you start to see the range, you can look for breakouts. Yes, so this is what you can do. Or if we have retracement, you go to lower time frames. Yes, like here, for example. Yes, let me just, if you have retracement, you go to lower time frames, you try to buy. But basically, NASDAQ is still pushing up. So if we go to weekly chart, new higher highs, historical highs, climbing up. So daily chart, climbing up. On the daily chart, we have this trend line. So right now, we just look for any retracement. For us is option to go long. Yes. So we look for the retracement. We look for buy. Yes, of course, on the lower time frames, because 4-hour chart will be too late. This is our 4-hour chart trend line. So what can happen if we see that price is breaking this? Let me go back to 4-hour chart. This trend line, then we can look for short entries, and we target daily trend line together with the daily 36 EMA. As long as this trend line is holding, I will just pay attention for buys. So any retracement is buy. Yeah. So 4-hour chart, lower time frames, you look for buys. 1-hour chart, exactly the same, retracement, and you look for buy on the lower time frames right now, because we are late. Yeah, so any retracement we look for buy. If price makes range here, because it's also possible right now, we don't have, if price will start to range here, then what we know what to do. If price breaks, we look for buy entries. Okay. There is also option, if you like, again, like on the DAX, a little bit more aggressive scenario to trade against main direction, because we have enough room to target our 4-hour chart 4-hour chart trend line. So if price breaks 36 EMA, then we can look for short entries and target this trend line if you have enough room. Yes, but remember, this will be aggressive, because sometimes we have breakouts, we have setups on the lower time frames, but then price is reversing and is going up, simply because all other time frames, weekly, daily, 4-hour chart, are pointing up. So if we look for short entries here, we basically trade against a strong trend. It's visible here. Yes, you see spike, and then the price continue to go up. Yes, so keep in mind this if you trade on against main direction. But right now, it's really simple what to do. Only buys. US 30, what we had, yeah, last time we said, okay, breakouts, yeah, breakouts, and then look for buy entries, or here look for short entries. Yes, and price broke our trend line here, and we had 1-hour chart 1 to 3. We had another 1-hour chart 1 to 3 here. So, but price never continue to this resistance. Okay. So entry in this case here, this was around 11,000 points. So first target would be hit. And then, of course, probably you would be stopped. So it depends how you manage this. But if you manage your stop loss, you would be stopped out here. So, but still, small profits. And here 14,000, and here also 17,000. So first targets would be hit in both scenarios. Yes, because we are, of course, long entries were okay here because we said okay, bounce and continuation, but sometimes price might retrace deeper. Yes, if we go to NASDAQ, we will see that here you see price bounce on the 12 and continue to go up. Yes, and in case of the US 30, price bounce on the 12, moved up a little bit, and then make this deeper retracement. Yeah, so that's why all late entries are always good to look for to check on the lower time frames. So what happens now? We have this resistance. Of course, resistance is historical. So from the lower time frames, and again here we might to see bigger retracement to the daily 36 EMA, or yes, to the next support zone here, or we'll have continuation. Right now, price is making for us daily long 1 to 3, but this is our trend line. So basically, we need to see breakout of this trend line to think about longs. If we pay attention to daily line here, we see that we don't have. Yes, this one was broken, but this is volatility line. We can only draw something like this. But anyway, we have here support zone. We have the 36 EMA. So basically, we don't need to draw any trend line here, because if price breaks this area, then we can look for short entries definitely. Before this support zone here, we have another support here. So this is a possible stop. So we go to lower time frames, and if you want to be like a little bit conservative, you need to, of course, wait for breakouts of those two areas. Yes, and then here long entries try to target resistance. Here short entries try to target support. Or if you want to be more aggressive, you can always try to trade here. And how we can trade this? If price reach support zone and you will see that price is struggling, you can look for long buy entries. And then your goal is this trend line, okay? And then if price retrace and won't break this trend line, but will start to make short scenarios, you can look for sell entries and target this support zone. Yes. So we just want to trade like this. If you miss entries around support and around trend line, don't jump inside of this, okay? Because we have more chance, more probability to get good setups and good momentum around key levels, not inside. Inside, price might make ranges, spikes, etc. Okay, so keep in mind this. 1 hour chart, we see that the price already stopped, but it will be nice to get at least the price a little bit lower, where we have more spikes. So like a final move will be nice. Let me just do. Final move will be nice to see the price here, which is touching. And then what you can do, you can, for example, draw a trend line. If you have any, and after trend line breakout, you can look for trades to buy. Okay, you will go with the weekly and the daily time frame, so there is also a nice chance that price will reach this. Yes, but keep in mind that you still can get setups. Price might retest again this, and then maybe we'll continue. Yeah, so this is what we do. If you see that price is going up and then is reaching this, how you can trade this? You can also draw any trend line which possible, and then look for short entries after trend line breakout. Okay, so this is what we have on the US 30. Now we go to silver, and silver is retracing. Our lines are still okay, so it didn't happen too much on silver last week. Yes, we see that all week what price was here, so there was no momentum, and price is retracing right now. Yes, so basically we can watch last week analysis if you like, so you will have clean understanding what is going on here. Because there is no point to explain this again if we have all the lines and price didn't make much. What we can do right now, simply wait for the retracement, and whenever price reach this area, then you can look for buy entries here, and then you look for short entries here. Okay, short entries, we know that our goal is here. Buy entries, our goal is trend line and the resistance level. Okay, so in case of the sell entries, we also have support in between. Yeah, so this is first goal, and of course long term is there. So right now we wait. You see, last week we didn't have much. So if we would like to trade, I would say, okay, let's wait for breakout of this trend line and then this trend line, and then we know our goals and our targets. Okay. Gold went up, reached resistance. Yes, we know. Okay, they weekly trend line breakout. We have next possible levels. Of course, there might be momentum to go long because we have like a monthly long 1 to 3. But we will see right now what we have. Price gain momentum, and again, last week we had price just stopped around this resistance, so we didn't have much. So what we can do right now, we wait for the retracement on gold to the 36 to the trend line, and then we start to buy it. Yes, we look for buy entries, target resistance, and the next one. If price breaks this trend line, this daily trend line, then we can try to look for short entries. But the thing is that it's difficult to say right now because everything is pointing up. So I mean, on the monthly, on the weekly. So if price breaks this, I need to see how price make this. Yes, but if you like, we can just draw the levels which are important. Of course, here we have support zone, but I don't draw it because we have 36 and the trend line, so I don't need this. We also have this support level here in case if price would like to break trend line, and then of course the next one is down here, which is quite strong. Yes, we see that we have many spikes, many touches. Yes, so if price breaks, maybe we can get this. But right now it's really difficult to say. Right now it's better to look for buys. Another option to do day trading, scalping. Yes, you have this range here. Yes, on gold. So if you like, of course, if you like to trade even range, you can do this. Look for buy entries here and target this, and here look for short entries and target this. Okay, so you can trade this, but if you don't like, you can also say, okay, after breakout of this, you look for short entries, and your goal is this zone. Yes, the daily 36 EMA and this daily trend line. Okay, so this is your zone, and then of course you close your short entries and you focus on buys. Or if you take sell entry here, yes, because this also might happen, you take sell entry here, price will get momentum, will break this, then you will get really nice trade from the top. Yes, if you are not interested to trade short entries here, just wait for any long signal. And if we have continuation of this range, and then you will see breakout, then you switch to lower time frames and you look for buys. Okay, so this is our goal. You can just draw the lines, and we will see next week what will happen. Oil, what we said last time, that we would like to see breakout. Yes, breakout of this trend line. Here we look for buy bounce entries and we target resistance, or here we look for short entries and target support. Yes, so what happened? We had this breakout. And we had what? Short daily short 4-hour chart 1 to 3. Entry here, stop loss above around 20-25 points. Yes, first target would be hit. Our target 40, so 2 to 1. If you jump in here, yes, let me just jump in here. Price, make 4-hour chart 1 to 3. Then you take your stop loss and you can move your stop loss above this level here. So basically winning trade. Okay. There was also another option to jump in here. Yes, another setup. Entry would be here, stop loss around 25, 30 points. We see that our risk reward not so nice in this case, but it's okay to try. Yes, if price, if price will go and you will see that it's not reaching your target, but it's close to support, you can always manually close your target and achieve at least break even. So this will be zero trade. Yes, so you won't lose it. So where we are right now, close to weekly support zone. Yes, and what else can happen? We can get bigger retracement. Of course, our first goal on the retracement is daily 36, together with the small support zone. So it's around 75. Yes, area of the 75. A stronger support on the weekly is here because this is 70. Yes, this level. So but because we use the 36 EMA as our goal, this is a level where we can, when we can follow. And of course, if we see retracement back to this level, we can expect again continuation. Yes, simply because we are in the uptrend on the weekly. Yes, so as long as the 36 EMA is holding, we pay attention to buy. Yes, in terms of the long-term trading. Of course, it will be nice to see what will happen because this support might be easily broken and price will be going down. So right now, because daily trend line and daily 36 was broken, we can pay attention for sell entries. Yeah. So any retracement right now on the lower time frames is option to sell. Okay. So you can even do scalping day trading. So you can just wait for the retracement. You switch to lower time frames like 1 hour chart or 15-minute chart. And from this level, you look for sell entries. Exactly the same we could do here and also we could do here. Okay. So yeah, maybe price will go here, will reach this, will react, retracement, and continuation. Yeah, but pay attention to this level because this is strong support. But right now, just simply sell. If this trend line is broken, you look for buys. Okay, because we will still be trading with the momentum of the weekly. Okay, as long as we are below this line, you look for short entries, and here, of course, above this line, you look for long entries. Okay, and then your goal might be the previous resistance. And the last is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is struggling right now. We said about this support zone, and we said, okay, last time we can look for buy entries or sell entries, try to target in the range. Of course, weekly chart, we know that there is room for bigger retracement, so this might happen. So on the lower time frames, right now we are price broke 36 EMA and broke this support. So basically, if we zoom out, this support zone was strong, but Bitcoin, you see, like to spike. Yes, so basically if we pay attention to support, this was nice support, but this area of the support is still here. If we pay attention to this spike, and basically we are in the not nice situation because we are still around the support area. So all trades, if you like to trade, low risk, okay? Because if you leave this support, you will say, okay, we have breakout, yes, so we can look for short entries. But if we pay attention, we have here this support, so we are still above the support zone. So what we can do, we can try to look for more aggressive entries. This is our 4-hour chart trend line, so we still have room for the retracement. But if we like, we can look for this 4-hour chart, short 1 to 3, and then look for short entries. Of course, our goal is this area, and then we have goal from higher time frame. Of course, because you know what is going on the daily chart, you just simply lower your risk because this is risky trade. Yes, this is risky trade because of the support, which is around those two levels. So you just lower your risk, and of course you target previous low. If price will retrace a little bit higher and you will see that it's gaining short momentum, you can still sell. Okay, and below this, target this, and then of course you have next target if price breaks this, or you can look for breakout, yes, breakout of this or breakout of that, yes, and then you look for long entries here, try to target the previous stops. Here you look for short entries and you try to target daily trend line. In case of the daily trend line breakout, you have this support area. Okay, so we have this. Yeah, so you have plan for all of them. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Enjoy your week, and of course, if you have any questions, feel free to contact or just comment the video. So again, enjoy the week, and hear you soon. Bye.